India-China talks. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has met with his Chinese counterpart. Big Plainspeak for China. EAM to China says respecting LAC is paramount. It's, of course, India and China to work together to ensure border conflicts are resolved. And the first thing to do is to respect the line of actual control. S. Jaishankar says peace on the border is vital. In fact, there are 3 mutual initiatives that has been proposed. Says respect, sensitivity must mark the ties. External Affairs Ministers talking tough at the SCO meet with China. Must end the border crisis is what India's pitch has been. S. Jaishankar says that this must end the conflict at the border areas, must use diplomacy and military channels to do it in the most sensitive way. Most important and paramount here is for both nations to, first of all, respect borders. In fact, the SCO summit, as we see, External Affairs Minister has met with his Chinese counterpart, and there's been a clear word on respecting the line of actual control. He's met with Wang today during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Astana, Kazakhstan, where the two, we believe, have discussed extensively on how to resolve the remaining border issues that still persist between India and China. On both sides, they've agreed to intensify their efforts through diplomatic channels and also military channels and address this issue. But India's clear word that first things first, respect the line of actual control. Borders must be respected, and then both countries must come together through military and diplomatic channels to end any strife along those areas. I'm going to quickly cut across to Shashank Mattu, tracking foreign affairs for us. Shashank, please go ahead. The importance and significance of this meet at the SCO summit. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has had a word with his Chinese counterpart. Do take us through the deliberations.
So absolutely. So the two sides have met in Astana with, of course, the Foreign Minister Jaishankar meeting his Chinese counterpart Wang, who is really very senior in the Chinese foreign ministry system, really the top foreign affairs official in China. And the both sides have basically, again, as they have said several times in the past, have agreed to sort of work on diplomatic and military channels to ensure that across the line of actual control, you have this engagement, you have respect for the border. There is, there was talk of the 3 mutuals, mutual respect, mutual sensitivity, mutual interest, to ensure that the bilateral relationship between India and China returns to normal. India has made itself very clear with China in the past that without an improvement on the situation in the border, there will be no normalcy. China in the past has tried to tell India to sort of move on, to try and improve the relationship, work on other sides of the relationship like economics and so on and so forth. India has refused to do so. So this visit and this meeting between these two top officials becomes extremely important in that background.